Hey y'all, so I just wanted to talk about how to find your soulmate in your birth chart. And first of all, let's break down what a soulmate is. A soulmate to me is someone that gets you on a soul level, someone that you really like gel with. And I believe that soulmates can be friends as well. So you can use this technique to kind of see how you can find friendships as well. I know a lot of people will scream, "Oh, look at Jupiter to see your husband." I only really suggest that if you have a Jupiter rule seventh house, like if Pisces or Sagittarius is there, and then I would suggest kind of like, yeah, hone in on Jupiter. But what I wanted to talk about just is some general techniques to point you in the right direction of finding your soulmate. So, the first house I would suggest looking at is house number 5. The fifth house is your house of like fun. It's the house of hobbies. It's the house of dating and romance. Children live in that house, sex, things like that. And it can show you how you bond and the activities and things that you do to gel and fall for your person. And what you want to do is take a look at your chart in whole signs and then take a look at the sign on your fifth house and the planet that rules that sign. For instance, if your fifth house is Taurus, then Venus is the planet that rules your fifth house. And then you want to take a look at where the planet Venus is in your chart. It's usually not in the same house. It can be, but it's usually not in the same house. And they can give you like an inkling of like, how you know, gel with your partner, how you interact with them. Another thing, next house is the seventh house. You want to take a look again, same technique. Look at the sign that's on your seventh house and the planet that rules your seventh house. For instance, let's say Capricorn is the planet, the sign on your seventh house. That will mean Saturn rules that house. And then you want to take a look at where Saturn is in your chart. And that can kind of show you like where you could possibly meet your person, what they may be like they may be older, they may be mature, they may be more financially stable if it's like a Saturn ruled sign there. And this is not the end all be all, because there are other techniques that you can use. I always suggest a synastry reading, like once you are deeper into your connection, and that's basically taking your chart, your significant other's chart, and just placing it on top of each other. Or if you're doing it for friendships, you just take both of your charts and you're placing it on top of each other to see how your planets and aspects interact with one another. I always think that's a good thing. Sometimes you could meet partners during your annual perfection years, or you have certain transits happening in your solar return chart. So this technique I'm talking about is not the end all be all. There are more advanced things that you definitely have to look at or take into consideration when you're really like honing in on your partner. But this is just to get you started, to see like how you date, how you get into relationships, and it can be really helpful with spotting out bad habits or things that have happened, so you can sort of do like a review and make needed corrections if you need to. Another thing, when I think a great time, like best times to get out and finding love, is when, let's say, if Jupiter is transiting your fifth or your seventh house, that is an amazing time to get out and, get out the house so you can meet people. Your soulmate is not going to be delivered via Amazon to you. And another thing, if Venus is transiting those houses, like if Venus is transiting the fifth house, you may have more people calling, you may go on more dates. Or Venus is transiting your seventh house, it may be like when the commitment happens, or things like that. Again, it's not the end all be all, but these are just some simple techniques. I do have a guide available, breaking this down, showing you how to pull up your chart, and a cute little exercise to do some affirmations, and map out what you want your partner to be like, or what you want in a partner. So if you're interested, that link will be in the comments. And thank you for watching. I'll be back with more material soon, guys.